Welcome back to the Cognac, Tequila and The Girl show. It's time to hang out with Rob, Mike, and Dunia. Whatever you don't want to say, they will with no chaser. Take a shot and let's have a drink. Is hashtag squad goals still a thing? Because they are. Let's go.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're back.
We're back again.
Yeah.
Guess who's back? Back again. Some shady people are back. Tell a friend. Not really. My sister, one of them, has been a return guest.
Yeah.
We got a new sister, an import from California here today with us.
Luxury item,
No.
one could say.
High taxes. Took a lot of gas. Spent some gas to get here. Welcome. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Not at all. No, I'm kidding. Hi, my name is Ricky, and everybody has like alcohol names. I want to be Jen. It seems like fancy.
This is Jen.
Hi.
What were you, Aaron? Because you said something ignorant. Like
Long Island iced tea.
Mad Dog 2020.
Something.
I think it was like Mad Dog or something
I
like
thought
that.
it was Old English. I don't remember.
Thunderbird and Kool-Aid.
Thunderbird.
Ooh, Thunderbird and the Kool-Aid, yo. That is delicious.
St. Eyes.
There's a lot going on.
I've never had that.
That's
Never
liquid.
even heard of it.
I've heard of it.
Didn't think you could mix those things
Liquid
together.
headache.
Oh God,
Never had it.
Liquid headache.
You can be liquid
Headache in
headache.
a bottle.
that was my nickname in prison.
I like that.
Liquid headache. That's a good strip
Liquid
of
headache is going to the BYOB place and drinking some of the Boone's Farm and then putting vodka in there, shaking it up, and
Boone's Farm.
Those were the days
those were the days.
when you were being cheap. And those are still the days.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we are recording
Episode 31, Part 2.
part 2. So we haven't had a week in between. However, my sisters were not on here. So how was y'all's week last week?
Hectic.
Samesies.
One at a time.
Well, you're the guest. You go first.
Go ahead, Jen.
Oh, I feel so cool and included. Anyway, I mean, I
Like you
was.
saying.
I hate you.
The preacher said that today.
The preacher told me to just stop coming. But anyway,
Oh boy.
I was working a lot because I had a lot of rehearsals for 2 shows I have coming out recently. And I wasn't.
Plug them.
Oh yeah, plugs! I'm allowed to plug now.
Yeah.
I'm doing She Kills Monsters, which is coming out in late October.
Yay.
And I'm also doing.
I like the name of that.
It's really cool and dope. It's about D&D and a girl discovering herself and her relationship with her sister through the game Dungeons and Dragons. And it's a 90s themed show. So all my 90s babies.
We love 90s themes.
I do, but I didn't play Dungeons. So are we gonna get it if we didn't play Dungeons and Dragons?
Oh.
I mean, there's like a lot of cussing and humor, so I feel like it's for
That's
everybody.
all we need.
Okay, done.
It's for everybody.
And I watched The Big Bang Theory, and they played that a lot.
It's
So
very.
I
that.
get it.
It's very Sheldon.
Love
and
Sheldon
Penny.
Cooper.
Okay, got it.
And my other podcast play, which is pretty sure it's called Midnight at the Pancake House. It's coming out late September. So that's cool. That one I just finished recording today. So that was my week.
Well, the first one, when does that one come out?
It's coming out late October.
October.
That's
okay.
that's going to be a Zoom show that you can just, and there's donations if you want to donate.
Now
please
you know
do so.
how my checking and savings account be set up, girl.
Which is that they're not speaking to each other and have been divorced for several years.
Mm-hmm.
Liquid Headache is not going to be donating. That's basically what she
Y'all take
said.
EBT?
So what's the name of the podcast?
So the podcast is Open Door Playhouse is the company. And I have other shows on there that I've done working with them, but Midnight at the Pancake House is coming out recently.
Midnight Pancake.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Please do not quote me. I just took a shot. But yeah, that was my week. Liquid Headache. Would you like to take it from here?
My week was hectic. I am a loan processor, and people act like I can't even put it into words how they
Was
act.
Karen a word? Is that a word that
Karen,
Well, everybody knows that. That's
What
a universal
Chads?
language.
Chads, it's a lot of them.
Oh, the Chads.
The Chads.
With
The Chads are the worst
The
ones.
Chads with the khakis.
Some
Yeah.
Kenneths.
They're the
sprinkled in.
ones, so the Chads in my line of work, the Chads are the ones who they know everything about everything, so
Yeah.
they're telling me why they don't understand
'Cause their
why
daddy
it's
told them.
why it's so hard and whatever. And then the Karens are the ones who just demand things. Like they don't know how anything works,
Yeah.
but they're quoting laws that have nothing to do with what we're
They're
doing.
Chad wives,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Got it.
And a lot of
That show would have 6
Chads.
seasons.
Well, no, a lot of borrowers, I will say, have overbearing mothers who are Karens. I had my first complaint in 8 months. That's how you know I'm good at my job, because my last job I had complaints daily. But I love my job now, and it's my first
Congratulations.
complaint that I actually hurt my feelings,
Oh,
because
what?
I actually put time and effort, and I love my job, so I work really hard at it. So when you are passionate about what you do and then you get a complaint, I feel like you take it more personally.
Absolutely.
Versus when you're just there to collect a paycheck and you get a complaint, like, I don't care if you complain or not, I'm still gonna get paid. It's different, because it's like, now you're reflecting my work.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't even talk to you, so how are you complaining about me? But that was my week, and it was kind of hard to, like, because Cognac
Yes.
and the girl were off, so they got to spend time with you guys, whereas I had already put in the second week for vacation. So it was like the skydiving thing seemed like super fun, and it was like I'm just sitting there dealing with Chads and Karens while my family is making memories and having fun. So that, I think, also made the week worse.
If it
What
makes
you
you
have
feel,
next week.
yeah. If it makes you feel
Oh, we're
better,
gonna go again?
I was gonna say.
I'll be at work.
If it makes you feel
We
better,
had-
it
we had
felt
a
like a
tag team.
30-minute nosebleed. If it makes you feel better,
You guys were in the tube for 30 minutes?
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say,
about
I didn't
give or
do it.
take.
You didn't? That's what I was
You did
wondering.
it before.
I-
though.
Oh.
I did it with my dad.
But you were recording.
Yeah.
See, I
was
thought
He was the camera.
I
was
thought
the
he was
cameraman.
like switching. So when I was looking through the videos, I'm like, well, where? Maybe I missed it. Like, okay, that actually makes sense now.
So
Okay.
don't feel left out.
Yeah,
I mean, we can go next week on your lunch break.
not on the
I was
lunch
like,
break.
no, we had the tag team weeks off. So
You paying?
do they accept EBT?
You know, I have somebody who will fund our adventures.
Oh.
He was in the previous podcast anyway.
And I, ooh. I
But he
guess-
can't hear.
I
He
guess-
can't. He sure can't. Sitting behind us.
But mommy can. She texted him like, that's what they said.
Smoke signals.
Parentals are our live studio audience tonight, guys. Daddy is in the back doing his own thing. Say hi out loud.
Hello.
Aw, he did a Harper. Hello.
Mom. Hi.
Aw.
And
Our
the
parents
little
are
one
so
is
cute.
sleeping.
They are adorable.
Gwen, don't say
Sleeping,
nothing.
unconscious.
You're not
Quinn
invited.
is not here, and I hope she acts like she's not
Hasn't
here.
been here mentally for quite a time now.
Yeah. How was your day, Tequila?
It was alright.
It's alright.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your nap?
Nope.
Naps are the best.
The bee's knees.
Just go to sleep.
He doesn't nap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he just should have just went to bed. That's what he said.
Just shut the day down.
Yeah. How was your day, Rob?
My day was awesome. I'm feeling great, feeling better. Wasn't feeling that well a couple days ago, but yeah, I had a good day. Finally got a good meal in me. I'd have been satisfied going to Taco Bell with the family,
That's because he saw the bill.
whatever. But,
Word.
but
And he went running like
That bill was a house
like
favorite.
liquid headache and gin, tangerine gin.
but I
think it should
actually,
be- it should be like Tangeray because it's like tangerine and gin.
What in the Tuesday night stripper? Absolutely
It's
not.
a gin. Okay, whatever. Make up your own name.
Tuesday afternoon? Absolutely not.
so I actually went into the mall, which I'm not known for,
Yeah.
and my wife got me a new pair of PJs.
No.
When we start videoing, and I said these must be my drinking PJs. Mike can see them right now. But anyways, I showed them. And then other than that, September 11th, man, I was thinking about that kind of.
Yes. We are recording on September 11th.
I was
so-
thinking about that all day. I was like, just how little, you forget about it. And it was not a bad thing in a way as far as like spending time with people that you love and everything, and knowing they could be gone like that.
Yes.
Like that. That's what I kept thinking about all day, to be honest with you. And I said, let me go ahead and go in this mall, spend time. I don't like malls. I don't like shopping.
I remember him saying that several times. I was like, why is he in here?
That was, right. That was my biggest thought of, let me go ahead and go spend time with everybody.
Do you think it would have been different if it was yesterday?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm dead.
No, that's fair.
I'd have probably told her, hey, just get me a Auntie Anne's, a couple of them. I'll take them home, warm them up, eat them here.
But then you wouldn't have those dope ass pajamas. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Full circle.
And what was it?
So I asked my sisters for several weeks what they wanted to talk about.
Okay, let's not say several.
Also, we have an answer. There is an answer.
Yeah.
It didn't come into the sister group chat.
There was no group chat. It was, I did my suggestions.
Okay, well, your suggestion was let's talk about me.
I'm interesting.
Okay.
I mean, second did.
I have great stories.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah.
Like I should write a book.
A book, but maybe not
But
a verbal
now
recounting.
that I think about it, that's something we should do when the parentals aren't here.
You see how that works out?
Yeah,
Noted.
let's talk about some of your interesting
Let's not
stories.
do that. What was the what?
Liquid headache.
And suddenly, liquid headache got a headache.
So what were your suggestions then, Jen?
We could
Tell her the first one.
We could do Am I the A-hole stories, where I pose the question and tell the story. Do we just discuss our feelings about it? Mm-hmm. Or if there is a specific murder that everybody's just super into, either unsolved or solved, there's
I was
there's
hyped for the
here.
crime one though.
I was like
gonna
everyone
say,
to look at
hold the
Tequila's
phone.
face.
I mean,
He was very confused.
What are we getting?
Our parents are currently behind us right now watching 48 Hours. Like, they haven't seen every single season, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So, we have options.
Well, we haven't watched every 48 hours.
Well, we were going
ever.
to talk about 40 hours, like high profile cases
Yeah,
that
there's
are
a
unsolved or
specific
solved,
case.
and just like our opinions on it. And then I told her, like, yeah, that's dope, because after the girl shot me down for the 5th time, I said, okay.
With the same suggestion of talking about you.
Okay, but I phrased it differently.
Okay.
Anyway, I text my little sister, because she was in the room recording, and said, hey, we have to come up with a topic, like a for real, and she said crime. And I'm like, I've always wanted to do those podcasts, because I watch on like TikTok and stuff, people who like do their makeup and they talk about crimes like that.
And I totally get that.
They do massive
However,
research,
that means you
Facts,
all
no
knew and we didn't know. So we didn't
Well,
get
we
to
were talking
research.
about
Yeah,
crimes
I
where
wouldn't
it's
watch
like
it if they
yeah,
did
like
research.
yeah,
I just want to listen to
Yeah.
people.
Cognac, tequila, and
well, we
the
weren't
girl
talking
did
about
not
stuff to
know.
do research. It's just like crimes that are like in the news, like you've heard about. You don't need to do research. You've heard, like, what's his
so
name,
the
Chris
whole-
Watts.
Like crimes against women's uteruses and stuff like that, or
So the whole time we can be like, yeah, I kind of heard about that boy.
Well, I don't watch the news because
yeah.
So it
many
seems
crimes.
like am I the a-hole is
Just
the
the-
consensus.
Yeah,
It's giving very much Am I the A-hole?
yeah. Okay, but explain to them what am I the asshole is. I know what it is. I
Yes.
get it.
So for our lovely listeners, and for the two people who do not know what it is at this table, Am I the A-hole is a subreddit where people pose questions about something that happened in their lives, and they want to know, in the situation, were they the asshole
Or not.
or not?
yeah.
And
Kind of an advice,
yes,
if you will.
And they can, it's the verdict is either yes you are, no you're not, no assholes here,
You know.
or everybody is. Everybody sucks.
Everybody in this situation sucks.
Which happens more often than we would like to admit. So that's what it is. And I do have some saved. I came prepared.
Well, if you got some saved,
Bring
because
it.
I don't have any saved in mine.
But we know about being an asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's good to organically
Let's roll.
react to
this
these.
Is fun. Hey, we're being interviewed here.
And it's kind of like the podcast, I don't remember the title of it, but when we were talking about like the Ask Debbies and
Dear
stuff like
semi-sober ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of my favorites.
That's a hot
Yes.
one.
So it's like
We'll come
that.
back to one of those.
But
You know.
we prep. We have like a week in advance to get mentally ready.
Okay, so it's either how do you feel about this topic?
Yeah.
Well, Mike gonna rename everybody, so
Yeah, keep that in mind. He'd be like, well, her name's about to be Becky.
Because when that one, they don't have names.
Yeah.
This don't
one might.
either.
Oh.
It just
They're,
tells you their ages.
they're
How about-
usually anonymous.
How about let's let Jen shoot us one, and we'll be like,
Yeah.
no, let's do something else. Okay, cool.
Do you mean my whole life? Anyway,
Oh,
so here's a quick one. It's very short. The question is, am I the asshole for uninviting my mother and brother and sister-in-law from Thanksgiving dinner and shutting off the electricity at my brother's home because my sister-in-law stole $400 from my son's birthday presents?
no. Oh, sorry.
You can give your opinion now before I tell you the story. Does anybody want to give their
No.
Jump
I like
opinion?
to hear the story.
okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
We had a drive-by birthday party for my 3-year-old for friends and had grandparents and aunts and uncles over for a very small gathering. Most people gave cards and cash. My security camera caught my sister-in-law taking the money. So I uninvited
Sounds
my
like a
brother
bug.
and sister-in-law from Thanksgiving, and my mother said if they aren't invited, she's not coming too. So I told her fine, and told my brother if they did not return the cash, I'd be calling the electric company to take the account out of my name. The account was in my name because they can't get service because they owe the utility company $1,200. So they would pay me each month for what the bill was. So I called and canceled the account, and the power was shut off yesterday. Am I the asshole?
No.
No, sir.
They the asshole.
No, they,
No.
yeah.
No. And I would have left a tea light candle on their doorstep.
Not
Yep.
the tea light
I
candle.
said
Right.
from me.
So
With a
there
little ribbon on
are
it.
there are updates
Just to
to
be
this.
petty.
There are edits. So this person has answered some questions. The brother and sister have no kids.
So they just broke.
They just broke.
Okay.
How it happened was the sister-in-law jimmied open a locked door to take the envelopes off my desk in my office. That is a spare bedroom.
First of all, bitch, you're
They're
going to
gonna
jail.
just lock
The door is always
That's already
locked.
fed.
I have worked equipment in there, but I don't want my son to get into. I confronted my brother and sister-in-law. They denied it, even though I told them that my camera shows her doing it.
Is this in Florida?
It gives very much Florida.
Yeah,
it's
giving
giving.
It's giving me Tallahassee vibes. The answer is no. You're not the asshole, and you should be more of do more.
Do
Yeah.
extra.
Yeah.
Because I have you on camera taking my mail, and you opened it, and you started services in my name.
And you stole
Baby,
from
that's
my-
a felony.
And you stole from my child.
Well, she helped them. She allowed them with the
Yes,
services.
the services were in her name.
Like,
They were paying
All I
her.
can
We
say-
can deal
all I
with
can
all that
say
in
is this.
court.
Here's what I gotta say about that. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun.
People's court.
Dun
That's
dun dun.
people's court.
That's people's court, yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
It's been some years.
Is that Judge
This
Mathis?
is my take on that. Are you ready to rumble?
Right? Yeah, I'm a beat you. Yeah.
Yeah. I need that money back.
I would leave a tea light and say, I hope that you can burn the money you stole from me
But let's
to keep this
also
house up.
just utilize the fact that you stole $400 from my child.
Yeah.
A 3-year-old child.
So that means you haven't learned. So I didn't press charge. I didn't do anything. I allowed this to happen. Whatever. And then you turn around and steal from me again, baby. We're fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Erin's gonna serve her jail time on Saturdays.
Every Saturday for 30 days.
That's a backstory.
Check it in on
Yeah.
Friday.
Unless of course you scissor kick somebody in
Coming out on
court.
Sunday.
Yeah.
If I have to scissor
do
kick
that
you,
in
it's
Ukraine. I think
whatever.
They do
I don't
that
know.
here. That's what she was talking
No,
about.
I know,
earlier.
but
Yeah.
back in the day, I used to watch funny prison movies, and they had like a prison in like Ukraine or somewhere, and the cats would go home for the weekend
Yeah.
and go to the week, and they had a
That's what she was talking about.
they had a
earlier. He
pool,
didn't hear
they had a pool, and they showed this said pool, and I was like, oh, I'm not getting in the pool.
you. Not the pool at the prison.
I don't even think I.
Oh
yeah.
God.
No, thank you.
It was all greenish and
That was
I mean, they have to use
was a
the
pond.
tools that they have available. I'm sure chlorine is not one of the tools
Aaron,
they have available.
if
I
I-
mean, I'm
if
just saying. I'm
Maybe
not
a
going
little-
to
maybe a little
judge.
bit- Maybe a little
I'm
bit of
just-
bleach. A little
Aaron,
bit.
If I have a suggestion for
They
you,
were making stuff out of the pool.
first of all, don't commit a crime. No matter how hot tempered you are, you have a daughter. And also, if you happen to want to for some crazy reason, do a Fed one because you're gonna want to serve Fed for county.
Yeah, go big or go home.
I tell people all the time when they threaten me, like, baby, this is my first offense. I ain't even tripping.
Oh boy. Okay, so
Okay.
what is
This
the
was
next
fun.
asshole question?
The question is, am I the asshole for not forgiving my 27 fiance, 28, for missing the birth of our daughter?
Backstory.
I would need backstory. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Is he in the middle of the playoffs?
We don't know if it's the he or the her on that.
so it is a her.
So she's writing.
asking.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's asking.
So my husband's girl best friend, we'll call her Madison for the purposes of the story.
Nope, you're not wrong.
Immediately, expeditiously,
I
not
don't
wrong.
even know where did Madison come from. Okay, go ahead.
It's her husband's best friend.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Just why I jump so quick
Yeah.
is the fact that there's another woman involved in this. There's nothing you can tell me about this woman that justifies you missing
Did she
the birth
die?
of our child.
Did she die?
I feel like there's hope in your voice. I need you to keep it inside while I
Okay.
finish the story.
All right.
Has never liked me for reasons I guess I will never know. Anyway, my
That's
fiance.
not your best friend then.
That's
That's
the
her husband's
best
girl
That's
best
not
friend.
your husband's best friend anymore. Go ahead.
We've already fallen off the rails here. Anyway, my fiance, we'll call him Michael, and I were having a hangout with a little bit of the friends that we shared. It was nearing the end of the night, and Madison was the only, air quote, friend left when Madison came out crying with Michael looking angry. I was around 9 months pregnant at the time. The thing that really caught my attention is when Michael called me a raging, I don't know how many curse words,
Bitch.
and a C-U-N-T.
Cut.
I don't know if we're allowed to say these words on this podcast. Rightio. Thank you, Aaron. Myself, being a hormonal pregnant woman, started crying at the name calling. I asked through tears what was going on, and he proceeds to tell me about a text message I sent to Madison. In the message, I told her to, Aaron, if you would, the F word,
Fuck.
off, and about how Michael and I would not allow her near our child. I will admit, I did send this, but it was taken out of context. I only sent this text after the many racist text messages that she sent me talking about my child and I. I am biracial. Instead of hearing me out, Michael kicked me out of the house that we shared. His name's on the lease. Without arguing, I decided to leave, not wanting to start anything else. As I was walking out the door, I felt a cramp in my abdomen. I thought nothing of it because I was not due for another 3 weeks. When I flinched from the pain, Michael told me to stop faking.
This bitch is exhausting.
On the way to my mom's house, I felt water and immediately turned the car around so I could make it to the hospital. While driving, I took out my phone to call Michael, but my calls were declined. At this point, I was in too much pain to call anyone else.
Inside Madison. Okay.
She's reading telenovelas at this point.
Right.
And arrived at, gave birth to a beautiful baby girl named Grace. Gave birth without my fiance by my side was the final straw. I decided to do something and post all of the hurtful messages Madison had sent me to Facebook. 45 minutes to an hour later, Michael calls me asking if we could talk. I inform him about my whereabouts and he shows up 42 minutes later. He has tried to apologize multiple times, but I don't think I can forgive him. I want under the pain of pushing out an 8-pound baby by myself, all because he chose to believe his best friend without listening to his fiance.
The fact that she keeps addressing him
What
as
was-
my fiance.
What was her name? She didn't have a name.
No,
right?
she did not give herself a name
Okay,
in the
so
story.
Becky it is.
All right,
you
radio.
you
Becky it is.
Becky, ma'am, that's not your fiance. That was Madison's fiance.
Hello.
All right.
And he didn't really want that baby, and you knew he didn't. Sorry, that's just my take on it. Y'all had issues before the baby came.
Yep.
Because that type of level of disrespect is.
There's so many people we know like that.
Oof, there would be no Madison and what did you say, Michael?
His name, for the purposes of the story, Michael.
Madison and Michael are to rest in peace.
Rip.
On my watch. I don't know. I don't even know why are you writing that?
It obviously seems that she has no real bitches in her circle because there's no way
She's not one. If you're not one, you can't have
number
one.
A.
Number 8.
Number A, I just feel, now everybody might feel different about this. I don't have a problem with my significant other having a female best friend. That's not a problem.
Mood.
You don't even have to like me. That's
Or-
okay.
No, you
but when
gotta
it
like
comes
me.
to disrespecting my relationship, that's no longer your friend. Because I just feel if I have a male best friend and he's sneak dissing my man or being blatantly disrespectful, we're going to have a conversation once. And after that conversation, there's nothing else. You're not my friend anymore.
Right.
Now, there's a multitude of different reasons why you may not like my fiance, and you may be entitled to them. But the point is, that's who I'm choosing to be with, and if you're my friend, you need to show them respect when you're around. Same with the female. Now, you're blatantly disrespecting me. That's not your friend. And the fact that you allowed him to keep that friend the whole 9 months of your pregnancy, and then he kicked you out, baby. It's it don't matter if you're on the lease or not. There's 30 days. I wouldn't have left. I would have sat there and called the police, and they would have told him the same thing. Now, you can hear me out, or we can just sit here, but I'm not going to leave. That's what's not, it's just not going to happen. Now, the fact that you're still referring to him as your fiance, that lets me know you've already decided on what he is in your life and who he's going to be. You've already made the decision. That is your man.
And if you say you scared, they don't tell niggas what that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It took you.
Yeah.
Now labor's not fast. So you mean after you done pushed out this 8-pound baby, 42, 45 to an hour later, you read it, and then
out.
Yeah. I'm not even talking about them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I mean, how?
and I bet you that baby wouldn't have had your last name.
I'm still asleep on that one.
Yeah.
I'm napping on that one.
Some of these people that take the energy to type these, and that's even when we do Dearest and myself, we're like, you should have just got therapy.
Very that. Giving very that.
Yeah.
Because I'm stuck on the text, the racist text still.
Yeah.
And why was he not aware of that prior to that? Because it would have seemed if he knew, and then she said that.
She said that she sent those texts to this girl about you're not going to see our kid, because she kept sending racist texts.
Yeah, no, I got that part.
Which means you did not tell your man prior to that.
I was going to the part about like what you said about like some of the things we read. It's like you couldn't figure that out yourself.
Yeah,
or most of the time I'm like,
no, she's sprung.
You know.
She's digmatized.
Yeah, she just.
And I can't even dog you though, because for real, like being pregnant, I get the emotions behind it. But
you're right.
I know
you're
you want to give him another chance.
I don't think she's an asshole. I think she's a weak bitch. Does that work?
That is a valid judgment. It
I
is.
think she wanted to forgive him and give him another chance.
And I don't even think her man's an asshole because you
to give Mike another chance.
You laid that blueprint. You let him do it. So. Okay, sorry.
No, he's an asshole because I feel like common sense.
And eating it too.
Yeah.
Sound like it.
Madison's done.
Becky's done. I'm gonna say
Mike can go to hell.
Everybody done.
Everybody.
Yeah. I'm Mike winning in that situation.
Well.
Until the child support comes.
Surprise.
What? No, I was gonna say about like relationships in general, and you kind of like Dania says you set the blueprint as far as like how things are gonna work out and things,
and what you'll accept
and what you'll accept and not accept in a way, and then you can also grow together and realize hey.
I have a friend that's a Madison.
Aw.
I don't give any more advice.
Sometimes you do have friends like that where it's like, I'm going to give you advice about this thing, but if you keep bringing it up, it's you. It's a choice now. You're now making a choice, and that's unfortunate.
And kids don't fix shit. Sorry.
Nothing.
That's my advice. I don't even need to have children. I just watched it. They don't fix. They're not going to fix your relationship. Yeah. Disrespect is disrespect. So.
Facts.
What's the next asshole?
That's the worst case scenario.
Can we not get a sad host story?
Because you're gonna mess up. You're gonna mess up the kid.
Oh well, let me just skip past that one then.
Sad host.
Am I the asshole for calling? Sorry, my parents are behind me and it's out of habit. Am I the asshole for calling the cops when my boyfriend's sister left her children with me for a few days, which ended with her getting a felony charge? Anybody want to add opinions before we start?
No, because whether you ask me to watch him for a day or you ask me to watch him for a couple hours, if you don't pick them up at the time, and I'll give you a couple more hours, but no.
Wait, run that back.
So the question is, am I the asshole for calling the cops when my boyfriend's sister left her children with me for a few days, which ended with her getting a felony charge?
So but how long was she supposed to see? There's no backstory.
That's what
there is. I was just asking, do you want to pose your opinion before we start? So.
Aaron, I'm not going to call the cops if you want to leave.
Yeah, I'm not calling
the cops. No, I'm not calling the cops. Never mind. Okay. See, my bad. Okay. I'm not calling the cops. No,
I ain't leaving my baby nowhere.
But I still got to hit the background because I may call the cops.
It's like now wait just a minute.
By the time
what she had did.
By the time you come back, the kid ain't gonna want to go back with you.
Okay, so me and my boyfriend have been together for 5 years. His sister Claire has a 1-year-old baby, Alex. Claire is a single mom and sometimes drops her baby off at our place when she has some errands to run. I'll be honest here, I have no clue how to take care of a baby. I play with the baby, but other than that, my boyfriend takes care of Alex. My boyfriend works on site, so he usually isn't home for 4 days and then comes home for 3 days. One day, Claire asked me if my boyfriend if she could drop off Alex for the day. Boyfriend was supposed to leave for work that evening. Since she said she would be back to pick up the baby that evening, he didn't mention it. Big mistake. He left around 5. I was waiting for Claire and kept calling her. She picked up the phone around 8 and told me that she went to a place a few hours away with friends. She told me to tell my boyfriend to take care of Alex for the next 3 to 4 days. I told her that boyfriend already left for work. Then she just told me, then you take care of Alex. I'll be back in 4 days. And then she hung up on me and turned off her phone.
911.
First,
What's your emergency?
I wouldn't have called the car.
But she doesn't like kids.
Yeah, she didn't say she didn't like kids. She said she doesn't know how to take care of kids.
Okay, well, she also doesn't know how to Google. Yeah. And she doesn't have any friends with kids.
Number one, I'm not going to do my significant like that. Because it depends on the relationship that the uncle got with the kid. And, I'll tell them you need to check your system. Yeah.
But I would think she would have asked him first.
Yeah, I mean, that's like you said, that's vague.
It's very vague.
Okay. There is more. There is more context.
Right now.
Oh, there's more context.
So you're calling it.
Right
now. Ryder is the asshole for right now.
This part
it's contingent on the rest of the story.
More context.
It's very vague.
I freaked out hard. I cannot call boyfriend because he's unreachable on site. Neither of us have family in the state that we could have called. I called a few friends, but no one gave me anything helpful. The bag she gave me for Alex only had a few diapers left in it. The baby was crying her head off, and I didn't know what to feed her safely. I didn't know what else to do, so I called the police and told them what happened. They directed me to a social worker. While the social worker was helping me take care of the baby, the cops called the cops where she was to locate her. The cops found her high on weed, and she had enough on her for them to classify it as possession and intention to sell. Yeah. I don't think she sold anything. That was just what they charged her with.
That's why she wanted them kids around.
She didn't get any jail time. She had to do community service and pled guilty. Unfortunately, that also meant she got a felony conviction. This got her fired, and she hasn't been able to hold on a good job ever since. Yeah, my boyfriend was pissed in the beginning, but came around later. Their parents also think I wasn't in the wrong. She obviously hates me and thinks I ruined her life because she wanted a break for a few days. This got brought up recently at a family dinner, which is why I asked, am I the asshole?
No,
I don't think she's an asshole. But she also sounds kind of stupid.
Yeah,
like you don't know what to feed her.
So far.
But the thing is like even as a parent, I get this a lot. Like when like a babysitter, whatever, family members watching Harper, it's does she have any food allergies? So if you just leave a kid with someone, and especially at one,
she's watched her a lot of times.
Yeah.
But she's pointed out that she doesn't do any of the caretaking. Her boyfriend does. She just plays with her.
Well, her bad.
I get wanting to have a break, but that's communication. So you should have planned that around your brother. Your brother's the caretaker. At this point, you know your brother's the primary caretaker. I need a break.
I agree.
When are you free?
An asshole, but I also feel like she's also kind of not that bright.
Exactly.
I mean, no, again, then it circles back to, and you left your kid after she told you he's gone. You left him with my dumb ass.
I'm telling you right now, all of these people are fucking bobos.
Not bobos.
Not
the boyfriend.
The brother sounds like a great guy.
Oh, the brother, except
he
for
was
him,
just unreachable.
He knew how to feed the kid.
He's offshore, whatever. I get that.
Making money to buy your baby diapers because you sent the baby for 3 days with 2 diapers.
Does she not work? Like, does she
not
have
access
to money? And that was my point of her being dumb, where she was like, she only sent her with 2 diapers. Okay, but you know the brand at least, so go get some more diapers.
Yeah.
Like, are you not?
The way it was phrased, it seemed like the only thing in the diaper bag was the diapers. That's how it was phrased. I don't know if that's true, but that's how it was
Dania's whole point is she could have bought stuff, which I get that too. But with what you were saying, if she wasn't actively paying attention to what her boyfriend was doing when he was caretaking the kid or whatever. I mean, I agree. She does sound stupid. But if she wasn't actively paying attention at one, it's still that scary time. Like Harper's 3. So it's like, you're eating solids. So you're a little bit more, you know, like I've never seen her give her anything with peanuts. So maybe she has a peanut allergy. You know?
This is why I call her stupid, because what if your man had to go to this grocery store and the child says,
peanut.
I'm hungry. You should know. Like you cannot bring a child in this house without their parent there, or if there's something, we ain't got insurance. You know, like it just seems like, and I hope that this poor man doesn't want children because she is just uninterested.
All I know is Mike. I'm gonna say one thing. Thank God for all your strong women around here.
Yes.
Because when I watched Harper when y'all went to brunch, it was interesting.
He took note.
And and thank God.
Knew what she couldn't have.
I knew what she could and could not have. She was
pay attention, but
she
this woman seems like she was like, eh.
It seems like she's dumb, and then it's also that fear of it's not your kid. Yeah. Like that's scary.
I've always been sorry, Mike. I've always been like that, where I'm gonna keep an eye on her constantly. You know what I mean? Like I was like, do you want to?
He didn't even want to hold Harper when she was too
no, they're too small. It's not mine. Can't break it. Anyways, but going back to what I was saying, all I was saying was that when I watched her the one time, I was like real on, like cautious as far as.
That's because you have common sense. You know, yeah. She don't have no common sense. She probably had that baby in one room and she was in the other room calling the police.
But I feel like the type of person she sounds like, she'd be like, let's have a baby.
I'm gonna send my.
You're always gone.
I'm gonna send my sober one as this one.
Send my sober one this one.
Yeah. So the boyfriend is Joe. The girlfriend is Susan, and the sister is Hannah.
Go on.
And the baby is
Alex.
Baby.
Righty.
Why the baby gotta be baby?
What the fuck is baby? That's what Hannah was saying. Where the fuck is baby? The baby kids. No, but
that was another thing.
I think the girlfriend is jealous of the baby. They got mad issues with the sister. I think the boyfriend Joe probably got a real good relationship. That's his first niece. You know what I'm saying? And he probably loved the hell out of his niece because he was offended that his girlfriend called.
But he got over it.
He got over it.
Yeah. Right?
You ain't got no choice but to
get
over
it. He was mad at first, and then he heard all of what happened, and then he was like, ooh, I'm not mad at you anymore.
Well, he got tired of listening to her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
What is this Spark Notes background detective work that is happening?
That's how we roll.
But
we don't listen to the podcast. We go into it.
I really believe Susan, the girlfriend, had issues with that baby.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
so she's like a Rochelle.
I mean, because she's like a Rochelle, and she can't stand Hannah, and it's because of the relationship that Joe has with the two of them, with the baby and his sister. Yeah. And now you drop this baby off with me, and you handling me. Ain't no telling how many times Hannah did Joe like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because she did Joe like that instant. The only thing different was Joe was at work.
Yeah.
But if Joe was at home, it wouldn't have been a problem.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been a problem for them to get done like that if Joe was at home.
Yeah.
But the girlfriend, Susan, don't like the situation she's in. And the first thing she did was call the cops because you don't know what to feed the baby.
I think that Joe needs to drop Hannah and Susan.
Me too.
I think she couldn't buy Pampers.
And keep baby.
I think, hold on. Going back to that, if you can't buy Pampers, she couldn't buy food. Now, that's what it was. I don't know how to feed the baby.
That was just common sense.
And this is why I know she had a problem. Out of all the agencies to call,
she called 911.
You called the cops.
911.
And you know that girl on drugs. You know that girl doing whatever.
She was selling the kilo. She was selling the kilo.
Why would you call the cops if you're trying to help the baby?
Because she was selling the kilo to get the Pampers.
No, I'm just saying. You knew that girl was going to get caught. You went into her whole... She had this many drugs on her, and you know what I'm saying. You knew what was going on.
We already called them.
She called the cops because she was being vindictive.
I said they were all.
And I said she's an asshole for being vindictive.
Jesus,
I agree.
Yeah. That's it.
I say she's an asshole. Aaron called her an asshole from the jump.
From jump.
Sorry,
I'm sorry.
Liquid heavy.
Real quick, I'm gonna say this. So had Aaron and Miss, I'm sorry, MD over here, mad headache, whatever. And the girl, had they not come back from brunch, because Miss Harper...
You wasn't going to call the police.
No.
You'd be on a flight.
No. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. So she wanted to go swimming. I said, man, I would love to. That was my only rule. I would love to. Because by now she'd be swimming. That's all. but I didn't take her.
Cheap shots.
I didn't take her swimming because, and she threw a fit, banging on the window. I don't want to go. No.
Well, thank you for not calling the po-po on us.
Yeah.
Thank you for looking out.
Nobody
But
ever
I'm
went to work.
saying, had y'all not thrown up,
He's not a
shown
Hannah.
up, had y'all not shown up 3 days later, she'd have been swimming by now.
But she could have called CPS and the sister would have never got arrested. That's why I say she was being ridiculous. She know
I
what
mean,
she could've called.
it depends because if she would have called CPS, CPS would have came. They would have tried to find her. The cops would have got involved at some point.
At some point, and
I
the
mean,
girl
yeah.
probably wouldn't have, been dirty.
But oh well,
Yeah.
you like for me, even when my daughter's with my parents, with my sister, with my brother-in-law, people I know have her, I still text. There's nothing
you
on
say
this
something.
earth that would
But
cause me to turn my
you-
phone off.
You're not.
And my
Hannah.
baby's not with
You're
me.
not doing
Yeah,
that.
you're
You're not
not
turning up like Hannah.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's
So
why
it's
she
like
said
you
she was not
all
an asshole the
this.
first place.
But yeah, that's why basically we said they're all bobos besides the uncle, whatever.
No, I just think. Oh, girl,
Shout out
Susan
to
an asshole.
whatever
Hannah,
his
get her
name
life
was.
together.
Whoever.
Joe.
Shout out to Joe.
Joe.
You're the real
Yeah.
MVP in that story.
Hit the DMs. You sound like a good guy.
He can't. He's working on site. Sorry about that.
I'll
She
just
don't
wait
care.
4
She
days.
likes alone time.
Right, leave me alone.
I'll watch the kids.
But your sister can't bring that baby. Because I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to call the police. Now I already know what type of
Right?
mother you are.
Yeah, right?
I'm not going to call the police. I got your
Girl.
baby.
Girl.
But I got your baby.
She's
forever.
mine now.
It's real. Oh, come back.
I'm a slider.
Aaron, just look at me. Look at me. I am the captain now. Are you ready for another one?
Yes.
I guess
We're waiting,
That's
Jen.
what we're doing.
I mean, y'all was vibing. I was just letting you vibe.
I'm so used to being a mom that's going to tickle your armpit.
Please don't. That would have made me very upset. Am I the asshole for punishing my daughter for not apologizing to my boyfriend after humiliating him? My 48 female boyfriend, 27. I think we can stop
Yes.
there. Really, really think about
You
it.
are.
And your daughter clowned him? That's funny.
48.
She's 48. Her boyfriend is 27. I think we could take. We can give that a
So the
section
daughter
of
is
moment of
48,
brevity.
And
No,
the boyfriend is
the
27.
mother is 48.
Okay.
Her boyfriend is 27.
Okay.
Okay.
Her boyfriend had some bad college partying days in which he got in trouble with the law. He does have a criminal record and told me when we first started dating, but told me he's kept his nose clean since he was 21. Baby, that's 6 years. That's the math is not mathing. I thought it was no big deal because it included the typical underage drinking and DUI charges that every young person is kind of guilty of. Cannot relate.
Me neither.
Woo! And this providing alcohol to minors charge that he and his fraternity brothers got hammered with because cops wanted to make an example of them.
So he sounds like a pussy. He goes
Straight
From a
garbage.
fraternity? Okay.
My daughter, who is 16,
That's a broke fraternity.
my daughter, who
Most
is
fraternities
16,
Don't get charged.
Right. He went to Sharpside College.
Houston.
H-Town.
my daughter, who is 16, hates my boyfriend and has been on a mission to discredit him since he moved into the guest house. Somehow, she was able to pull up his former records. When we had family over yesterday, she started reading out the things she found out about him.
Okay.
This all happened when my boyfriend was there in front of him, and it ended any chance of a normal family get-together. I was so angry because this was another chance for my boyfriend and my family to bond. In addition, my boyfriend is pissed at the bitch move and low blow, but is amenable to make up with my daughter. I confront my daughter and said we could talk about what she found out, but I would love my boyfriend and he's here to stay. I asked her to apologize to my boyfriend, but she refuses and says she's exposing the truth. I told her she humiliated my boyfriend in the process for same thing he did years ago and was in the wrong. She refuses to apologize, but said if I wanted to forget the incident, then stop talking about it and move on. I didn't like the disrespect, so I ended up taking away her phone and electronics until school starts in 3 days. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Susan,
Mary!
How old is the daughter?
She's 16.
16, but I'm talking about
You're
Susan.
dealing with a whole ass adult attitude.
Susan, yeah, Susan's the mom.
Yes, Susan is the mom.
Like, you got a house full of teenagers. Like, what?
Period.
I was thinking the same thing.
Because they ride the same school bus together.
Yeah. They probably went to high school together at some
Jason.
point.
Jason. That's a
Okay,
good
so
name.
Susan, Jason,
And the daughter.
and the daughter is, we'll call her
Lollipop.
Sandy.
Sandy.
Not lollipop. No, she ain't a Sandy. She crunk. She need a crunker name. Shakira.
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 Susan, you're in the house with multimedia teenagers
She don't care about you taking her phone. She
Right.
found you.
She
Like,
just, yeah, she
burn.
just basically like, I looked
She don't
at,
like your man.
yeah, I looked
She
him
probably
up.
slept with your man. I don't
She
know.
probably did.
Probably
She
were at a
probably
party
did.
together
She
last
probably-
weekend.
She probably did.
They're closer in age.
Right?
The thing, I think Jason needs to mind his business.
Jason need to move out.
Jason,
No,
what
I
about
mean-
being apologized to?
Jason may be over, be trying to get involved with Susan and Shakira's.
Trying to bond with the both of them.
Bond
Like, I'm your
with,
daddy now.
making suggestions about you need to do this or you need to do that. Or, he may have that vibe. And
Shakira, clean up the house.
Yeah, shit like that.
Yeah.
And
I
Shakira
want
just
everybody
and then
who's
they moved
listening
into the guest house.
I want everybody who's listening to this to know that Mike here, to understand what happened in this story, Tequila, to understand what happened in the story, made a 3D figure model of the names in this story.
That's right. We do our research.
It's just a lot going
Oh,
on.
I already got them in my head.
I just feel like, disrespectfully, what was her name? The mother, Susan?
We gave
Yeah.
her Susan.
Susan. And she's 48?
She's 48, baby.
Yeah.
Too old for that shit.
Raising two children.
So if you wanted
But
to
these-
raise
some of
another
these-
child, baby, you could have looked into foster care.
No,
Y'all
she needs a
don't-
cat.
Y'all don't know what Jason got going on.
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
just
saying.
feel like
Oh, he got
the
that?
age
Yeah,
difference,
I got that
regardless.
big-
Jason
Or
might be-
it could be the opposite. It could be the opposite.
The age difference, regardless, when
Yeah.
you're dating someone, male or female, because hello, fathers' rights, fathers have
Period.
custody too. There needs to be an understanding of your boundaries. So me and Harper's father, I don't care what you're doing, who you're doing it with. My only stipulation I've ever given him is when you're seriously dating someone, like this is your girlfriend, I just want to meet her, not to flex who I am or anything, but to establish one simple thing. What me and him decide as far as parenting with her needs to be respected in this household. Anything outside of that, because when you have a household, certain things have to be ran a certain way, whatever. But just a little example, if during the school week she's visiting for 2 weeks and she's gonna be going to school there, her bedtime's 8:00. That's not negotiable. You're not gonna rah. No, that's what we agreed to. Now on the weekends, I'm more lenient. I just feel like you can't interject in a parenting relationship, and when you allow your person's significant other to.
But that's as a child. When
Yeah.
Harper's 16, she's
Yeah.
not listening to
I know.
half of y'all.
If I put a 20,
She's not, but you're not. I just feel like you
but-
have to have your boundaries,
if
and
I
as
put
a
27
parent,
year old in the guest house, Carlos needs to mind his business. That's it.
but are you not going to hear him out
Aaron,
as far as how he feels, like how your kid feels about that person? Now, if you're just saying
me and
because.
that person need to mind their business too, where Carlos
Right.
is concerned.
yeah.
But if your child feels uncomfortable or they what,
Well, I know my child. He's spoiled rotten and he's jealous as hell.
but are you not going to have a conversation if
Yeah,
Carlos came to you and said I don't
Carlos.
like him? Aren't you going to give him that one conversation like okay, well why? Because it could be a valid reason.
Mind your business, son. I got you.
That's,
Thank you
that's
for letting
not-
me know.
Couldn't relate.
That's not.
Yeah,
Stay in the-
exactly.
Stay in the guest house.
Because
Stay out the guest house.
especially because it's not a
you.
dislike. She hates him. It's not a
No, thank you,
she made
thank
very
you, yeah.
clear. It's a hatred, and it's a hatred it's making her do outlandish things to make her mom
She's a
listen, which
teenager.
is
Yeah.
leading.
They do
wait,
that no matter
but wait,
what.
but it's.
Right.
I mean,
It could
yeah.
be the wrong pack of gum, and they got mad at her mom for the wrong gum stick today.
But if we're attacking a new man in your mom's life who's living there that apparently you're not comfortable with, I feel like if you're doing these things and going out of their way and it's an escalation of that magnitude, it means that you're not being listened to. I feel like she tried to say something and mom was too busy babysitting to hear her.
Talking about mind your business.
Mind your business. Because you're 16, you should have some type of social life.
But my
As long
child's
as your
not ever
life
going
not
to feel
getting
uncomfortable
interrupted.
with who I have in the house.
Never.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't have a child, but my opinion is I'm not bringing any dude in, especially at that age. And I'm at that age. I'm just speaking from their ages. I'm not bringing any dude or female in with my kid at 16 years old because
gonna be bullshit.
the hormones, the
Yeah.
testosterone, I don't care if they're male or female, I'm just not going to do. You're not going to move in. You got 2 more years.
Yeah.
You like me enough. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Do your
and
thing.
that's the thing.
If we're so meant to be, do your thing, and we can kick it. My kid's old enough; they can stay home by themselves.
Yep.
They can go to their dad's or their friend's house 2 more years, and we'll see what it is.
Okay.
I just wouldn't do that at that age.
Yeah, for
in
sure.
general,
And then if my thing was I was gonna say, if Susan put Jason in the guest house, that's the issue right there going on between Susan and Jason, because that's your guy. You know what I'm saying? Why you in the guest house?
Cleaning the pool.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Cleaning some gutters.
If you're gonna be going through this stuff with your daughter, he should at least be in
Cleaning
the
out
main,
cobwebs, all things
in
of
the
that
main
nature.
house, not the guest house.
yes.
Because if you gotta stay in my guest house, it ain't nothing going on.
Did she say guest house? I
Yeah.
missed
Yes,
that part.
he's living in her guest
Yeah,
house at the
That's
moment.
Clean,
Oh,
clean.
shit. You probably out there turning up, and,
Yeah.
With her
Shakira
daughter.
saw it.
No 48-year-old's gonna let him turn up like that. He clean.
She's at work.
Well, maybe while
Supporting
I
them.
don't know, whatever.
I seen that movie though multiple times.
So, what I was gonna say, real quick, was that you said about the whole we can hang out, don't move him in.
No.
You don't know if the dude doesn't have a place to stay.
I don't
whatever.
want him. I don't want him. I'm 48.
Fine,
No
you,
time for
you
that.
don't want him, but she might. Okay,
Okay, well, then you need to
hold
go to
up, you're not
therapy,
letting,
Susan.
You're not letting me finish what I'm saying. So the thing is, it's like we can go hang out. That shit's expensive. We saw it today firsthand.
Not if he
Like,
has a place. Does he have a place to live?
He might not, but that's that's her baby. Like
No,
that's
I don't know.
That's her toy, her
She's
pool boy.
48.
She needs to go ahead and get a
It's not
cat.
like she's going through midlife. She's 48, ma'am.
I understand.
Why you got a man in your guest house? And you
That's
got a
supposed to be your
16-year-old
Because he
there?
doesn't have-
This is
he
every
doesn't have-
Tyler. This is every Tyler Perry
But
movie.
what I'm saying is, you said
I've ever seen.
you
Don't
made,
do-
That's supposed to be your
And then you gonna be
boyfriend.
mad.
you made it simple, but you made it simple to justify the daughter. You got 2 years. We can just hang out outside the house. He got
If
nowhere
you,
to stay.
If you like me enough, that's
But
it.
he got nowhere. Okay, he got
If you
nowhere
don't
to
have
stay.
Yeah,
nowhere to
I'm
I'm not a charity.
I mean, I'm very
But
much.
Susan
of
doesn't
the-
care. Susan wants Jason, and
Right.
Jason.
Well, then you don't want Shakira.
Yeah, you pick one or the other. If there's ever contention so much between your child that has no choice but to be alive because you brought them into the world,
Hello.
and this person that you're hanging out with and are cool with and is chilling in your guest house,
And I honestly
I think
feel
Shakira got an attitude.
I think Shakira might have
She
to.
probably
might
got an attitude,
absolutely
Shakira
might.
probably has been a problem since she was 12. We'll say whatever. I'm still not. I knew that my child had an attitude
Mm-hmm.
before I brought another child in to live in my guest house. So,
But
look, I just think that
you're going on that mindset where old girl
I've
happened to
made up
run
my own
into him.
story
at-
in my head,
he-
and I
she
think
ran
that
in-
she
okay.
needs to.
She ran into Jason at Starbucks.
Well,
Love met
Well, Tequila
eyes.
said,
I don't know what the
Tequila
hell.
said that whatever.
Yeah,
his
like
name was,
I
might
agree
have
with
the-
him.
Might have the
Shakira
meat.
needs to mind his own business.
Might have the meat. Turning her out. Great.
But
Get me out when my daughter's not.
me and Carlos, we got a good relationship. This 27-year-old, they not gonna be able to handle Carlos. Yeah, because Carlos gonna try to make him his servant.
He's gonna what?
Try to make them his servant.
The girl
Yeah.
that you.
I
And
mean,
you gonna let
in this situation right here, he let us in the guest
She
house.
said she's crying.
I don't care about if she's in the guest house. That's what you're gonna think.
I'm not
Dad
saying
don't
to
care about if
regulate
she's
your
in the guest
relationship, but I think as a daughter and having a daughter, for me, like if we have a conversation, it's like, okay, you're just being a brat. My job is for my child to always feel comfortable in the household. So if that means, like my sister said, I'm gonna jump onto that. My daughter's 16. Look, this is where my priority is. She ain't feeling you. You can't live in my guest house because I just feel like that means you're homeless.
You should have a house.
And
Sir, sorry.
right, we just shouldn't have to do
this sounds like
Airbnbs and
broke people
hotels.
problems.
She's 16, like
Well,
my
not
sister
really,
said.
you
She
can
can
go to
stay
guest
by
house.
herself. She can go to her dad's house. She can do whatever. But until she turns 18, my job is to make sure my daughter feels protected, heard, and comfortable in her home. That's her home.
Yeah, and your job is also to make sure that you feel the same way that you have.
That doesn't make me uncomfortable. Like,
No, because
But
I'm
if
never,
Jason- if Jason
because it
make you
really
happy-
sounds like you're
But you
choosing
don't
baby
get the
dick
meat
over your
in 2
kid.
years. You
Oh,
you can get,
that
you
is
can
the
get
worst.
You can get the
Yeah.
What in the
But
Rick
some
and Morty?
people, you know, some people just ain't there. You know, that meat just had them mesmerized. You know,
She's stigmatized.
Yeah.
I said that.
And,
I could never over
But
my kid.
I sacrificed 16 years of my life for you. Now it's time for you.
Well, this seems like a wonderful time
just
at any
changed
time.
We
Yeah.
just watched how Stella got her groove back. We just watched it.
And if we all know the real
Perfect
story,
example.
we know how that
Little
ended.
man said,
Hello.
"If you mess with my
Ooh, and he
mama,
was ugly, too.
I'm gonna mess
He
you
was
up."
in the real story.
Whatever.
Ugly
He
with
would've
the
never-
audacity.
He would have never.
No,
But this seems like a good as time as any to get to a real fun one. This is fun and short.
Yeah. Okay.
So, am I the asshole for air quotes stealing my friend's engagement ring back from his ex?
read that one more
Wait, say that
time.
again? Yeah.
Am I the asshole for air quotes stealing my friend's engagement ring back from his ex?
Backstory.
Yeah,
right.
I need backstory.
Yeah.
So this person is not good at English, so bear with. My friend Jacob proposed to his fiance, we're gonna call her Magda because that's too much name, Magda a few weeks ago. He gave her the same ring his dad used, his granddad, and his grandfather had used. So it's a very important family jewel. It's gold and has a big blue ruby in it, if that matters to anybody. Magda had an affair and Jacob broke up with her. However, Magda refuses to give the ring back. She claims that since he gave her the gift, it's
Wait,
hers.
Magda had an affair.
Yes.
Okay.
And he broke up with her.
Bitch, I'm taking the ring in your finger.
Yeah.
Him.
Go ahead.
He should have took the ring.
Yeah.
So she claims that since he gave her the gift, it's hers now to keep. That's messed up in my opinion, and I wanted to help my friend out. I was invited to a party, and Magda was there. I told Magda I would give her 100. This is
Pesos.
their money
Yeah.
if she could put a beer bottle on every finger and hold them. She took off the ring to do so, and when she did it, I took it and I left.
MVP, bitch.
She found me and said I was a thief and I owe her the ring back. Her friends cursed me out and they were all being really rude. I left the bar and I went home. Magda then went onto Facebook and complained, saying I stole her jewelry and how much of a thief that I am. I responded to her post and explained what happened. So she took the post down. She, however, won't stop contacting me about the ring, so I blocked her. Am I the asshole?
No.
You're
No.
not the asshole,
you're
but
not.
you interjected because
Yeah,
I think
you're-
you
you're
said that the
your
friend
man-
was like, basically it's a loss.
The
Like I
man-
lost
the
the ring,
man's
she's
the
not giving it back.
asshole,
So
We
you
can assume.
interjected yourself, but I feel like as a real friend and an opportunity arises, you're gonna.
I feel like at least us three would do the same thing.
Yeah, for sure.
It might not be.
And I'm not
us.
playing no game. I'm not bribing you with anything. I'm just gonna snatch it
Or-
off
Just
your
as,
hand.
I'm just saying as females because
I
it's
said,
Magda. I
man,
feel
whatever.
like
Whoever it was
us
that gave
type
her
of
the
females,
ring,
I'm gonna get the ring.
Yeah, me too.
whoever gave her the ring should ask for it back. That's
He probably did. She said no.
I said whoever, right?
But I feel like
said,
that's
man,
what she
uh-huh.
said. He asked, and she was like, "No, you gave it to me." But that's a family heirloom. Magda don't even know. Like, what size was the ruby? Like, stop it. Just stop.
It's
stop.
just
You
petty.
cheated.
You got caught.
You
and you're
cheated.
being
Just
petty.
give it back. If
Yeah, especially that
if the
she
man you
cheated,
got the
that's
dunk
pretty-
from can't get you the same thing or better, like you're whack. I'm gonna take it and your finger if you talk too much.
Why are we taking the fingers?
Because that's.
That's just shicey.
They were at the bar.
I'm 38
And she's
and
probably-
old, and I'm tired of it.
And she's probably wearing it while she was.
I was gonna say
Smashing.
they were at the bar, so you got multiple
Yeah.
options. I'm taking it with a bottle opener in your finger now.
You weren't
which
ready
is
to be
worse.
married anyways if you did a dare where you put beer bottles on your hand.
Right.
That's so corny.
She needs to be with Shakira's stepdaddy.
Jeez. Probably was, and that's why Shakira hated him. That's probably what it was.
Oh my god. We need to do our segment, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can write it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Liquid Headache, MD, Jen,
What's
who's
poppin'?
going to pick the question?
I've done it a couple of times.
Oh, okay.
Yay!
You don't mark it out.
So do you know what the questions are?
No, whatever. it
These
is.
are 3,000 questions about me. Me being tequila, me being cognac, me being the girl, me being
Headache.
Now, Jen.
liquid headache, and me being gin.
Right,
It
word.
makes you sing.
Yes.
And, we challenge
Keep gonna keep
ourselves.
saying it.
We challenged ourselves to 3,000 questions.
Okay.
And so we had this book with the 3,000 questions. Right?
We're almost at that episode.
And we almost there.
Almost.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We're like right on the cusp.
We're like
But you
100th
can't
of the
read
way
them.
there.
It's a random.
1,000th of the way there.
Oh, it's like a random
And we
selection.
don't
Okay.
flip.
And if it's not marked out, read it.
Okay.
Call out the number. Call out the number.
2015.
2015?
That was a good year
That
for
was a
me.
good year. I think so.
This question's gonna irritate you.
Me?
It's gonna irritate everybody.
Oh,
Because it's a stupid question. Which do you think came first, the chicken or the egg?
What came first? The
Chicken and the egg.
Yeah. That's the question. I didn't write the question. No one look at me for the question. That was the question.
Yeah, that is the
That's a
question.
good question.
The chicken.
Okay.
I think the chicken.
The chicken.
The chicken, because my God,
I'm not gonna play with you. I'm not gonna play with you.
saying.
Won't he do it?
Won't he do
Every
it?
That was
time.
my answer. God.
He created
God is
life,
the
I was
answer.
literally going to say God. Ask him. Ask him.
right?
I don't
Thank
know.
you.
Y'all done gave me the
I don't
bronchitis.
know.
I'm just
Did
saying
he
he-
put the egg there?
I'm just
Or
saying,
the
when I
chicken
had
there?
read the Bible, he had established the animals.
Yeah.
And he had already had their reproductive
Yeah.
situation in order. So he put the animal,
So
and
it
then
was
boom,
the
chicken
chicken.
came first.
God said the chicken.
And on the 8th day, he said, "Let there be chickens." Period.
What
Rick-
eighth
Ricky-
day? What is the eighth day?
Eighth day of what week?
What?
The original.
What God?
It's the Old Testament.
You guys can't see his face.
What age day?
Mind your
Our dad
mind
just
your
came over
business.
here.
Was that
Our dad just came over here.
Aaron.
I'm gonna say the chicken.
Chicken.
Was it the chicken?
Chicken or the egg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chicken. On the 7th day.
Was
on the 7th
now,
day.
in what
Harper.
book was that? Was that Popeyes 420 or what was what
It
verse
was,
was that?
mind your business.
Wait, no, but I don't know.
wasn't
I don't know if
chapter-
you heard.
what?
Jen
That
just
wasn't
said
even the
was
seventh
that
day.
Popeyes 420.
I don't recall
Popeyes 420.
that verse.
That
It
wasn't-
was churches.
That was even
Right.
the 7th day.
Oh.
verse 1,
It was
The 7 day they rested.
section
Yeah.
mind your
It was the
business.
8th day.
Word.
So I
Seven
see
day
you don't
rested.
have
Yeah,
that version.
I was gonna
I'll
say.
get it to
I got
you.
the King James version. It's not the right one. My bad.
Y'all got the wrong in total.
I said what I said. They think they gonna bully me into saying something else.
And he said chicken.
Chicken.
Yeah, he didn't say egg. He said
Exactly.
chicken.
So the chicken was first.
Yeah.
Period. Period.
And then God said that we
On the 9th
don't
day.
have a helpmate that's compatible.
On the
with
ninth-
And on the
sleep.
On the
30th.
9th day. On the
And made a
9th.
helpmate.
And on the 9th day,
I don't
he said
think
mind
chickens
your
have
business.
ribs. I don't think chickens have ribs.
He took Adam with him.
Word.
And on the 10th day, they had jerky. They made jerky
Oh,
on the 10th
okay.
day.
And then on the 11th day, he said, "Shut the hell up."
And then on the 11th, the jerk chicken.
On the 12th day, I had to leave expeditiously all of a sudden. That's crazy.
Do what you need to do. On the 12th day, expeditiously was formed.
All right, friends and family. Harper Rose.
Hey.
Just woke up.
And she said it was the chicken. So that was the answer.
Clearly.
Shana Tova, by the way, everybody.
Natva, thank you guys for listening. Thank you, sisters.
Welcome.
Jen,
welcome.
I
You stayed
actually
sober
liked
this time.
this topic.
Oh, hooray!
Yes,
I
it was,
helped.
It was cute.
It was my idea.
So now,
It was your idea.
Thank you.
That's fax, no printer. That was
You're
your idea.
welcome.
That's super cool that they made their own thing. But yeah, next time, bring it. The next time you come,
Oh,
you're
for
able to be on
I
here.
thought that was a call out, like
We'll-
bring it on.
No,
I was like,
we'll make
whoa.
we'll make it a segment when you're here.
Oh, for
I
sure.
like that. Am I the asshole?
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah,
Yay!
because
Yeah.
I don't really question it. I know when
Look,
I'm the asshole, but
I'm just a
it's cute.
supplier.
It's cute. It's cute.
Yeah.
It's cute. And now we're gonna have to entertain Harper,
I'm not.
Why did we sound so
And-
downtrodden?
and nobody's.
And I'm turning
sleeping
my
in the
phone
guest
off.
House.
And I'm turning my phone off, and don't call the police.
Okay. Well,
And that is on what?
I'll call you on
Negligence.
I'll call you. I will call you on WhatsApp from Israel.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
They can't extradite her to foster care.
They don't gotta extradite her. I have a unique set of skills, and I will find my baby.
I just told you where to find her.
Exactly. I'll be there.
Good luck finding her on the Palestinian
Love you
side.
guys. Thank you, sisters.
Welcome. Bye.
you.
Thanks for having us.
Yes.
Bye.
ma'am. Thank you.
Mwah.
Love you. Bye.
That's it for this week's episode of Cognac, Tequila and The Girl. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on your favorite podcast app. As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Follow us on all the social medias. Leave your comments and reviews. Until next week, keep safe and keep your squad close. Thanks for hanging out.